This is Charting Crypto for Wednesday, the 17th of August, 2022. Let's look at where the markets are when it comes to cryptocurrency. First thing we're going to look at is the New York Stock Exchange Bitcoin Index. As we look at it, we can see we had a weekly vertical crossover that came into effect. It was really coming into effect last week and trying to cross over. It is crossing over now as we look at things, but you can see that it has slowed down quite a bit. We can see where Bitcoin, bottomed out, started to roll up. We had a green up candle, little wick on the bottom, a green spinning top, then a nice green up candle, then a much smaller one, and this one, again, is even smaller. When we go through our charts and look at where things are going from the weekly, as we always do, down, latest 2-day candle we can see is a red spinning top after 4 days of some up movement with green candles. And again, slowing down markedly. Price percent oscillator is about flat. Derivative oscillator losing momentum. We go to the half day, and again, you can see where things have rolled over and are accelerating down. So let's just continue to sort of watch where Bitcoin is. We want to see things really pull away from the price percent oscillator and that derivative oscillator continue to go up. You guys remember the old rules. We always like our derivative oscillator and our price percent oscillator to cross at the same time. That has not happened. And like we look at the candle here, Heikin-Ashi candlesticks, again, we can see where things are definitely slowing down. So is Bitcoin, on the strong rise? Well, let's look back at what we've seen in Bitcoin in the past. And you can see when Bitcoin gets ready to take off, typically it is going to go from red to green and nice big strong green up candles as it pumps up. We don't see that happening at this point. It's very lethargic. So keep that in mind. Doesn't mean the past has to repeat itself. What did Mark Twain say? The past doesn't repeat itself, but it rhymes. Well, it's not a real healthy takeoff here. So we'll continue to watch, wait and see. Let's go to Grayscale Bitcoin. Where are we there? It again also is trying to cross over. Very lethargic red candle on that weekly chart. What about Grayscale Ethereum? Now, it looks much more healthy. We had that crossover occur, again, 1 week after the derivative oscillator went positive. We saw where Bitcoin crossed over. And again, it looks okay. It's about where it was. And do you see that little gray line there? What is that? That's the exponential moving average 50 line. No, it's not. It's up there. That's just one of the border lines. So again, I should probably change the color on that so I don't get confused again. But you can see where it's hitting this price line at about, what is that, 140? It's hard for me to read. Let's see. 1525. And it's hitting there. We'll see if it pushes much further above that, but you can see where things have slacked off a little bit, not going up at the same angle. So we'll keep our eye on Ethereum as we continue to move through things. Now, when you look at XBTF, which is the VanEck Bitcoin Strategy ETF, this is one that you can actually buy, at regular your favorite online brokers. Not telling you to do that. I'm just telling when you do get ready to actually trade, you don't have to have a crypto exchange account. You can buy this, at your favorite TD Ameritrade or wherever it might be, Schwab, wherever it might be that you are online trading. But as you look, you can see it too is crossing over, but very lethargic, very weak red open box candle. Now, let's look at this one. I always like to take a look at this one. I'm looking at where the crypto space might be going. This is BITW. This is Bitwise 10 Crypto Index Fund. What is it? It's the top 10 cryptocurrencies weighted as per market share. It crossed over last week on Friday the 12th of August. And this week, it looks all right, trying again to push up, pull away from the red signal line, derivative oscillator gaining upward momentum. So we will keep our eye on things. Now, those are really the charts I wanted to look at with you. We all know that Bitcoin is the king daddy. Bitcoin is the tide that floods in or floods out. It's the one that raises all the other boats. So we want to see Bitcoin take off like it has done in the past when things crank over to nice strong green up candles, really hyping up. That is not happening yet, but a crossover is trying to occur. We will keep an eye on it. It may die on the vine by the end of the week and sort of roll back over. That's okay. When it's ready to move, it's ready to move. And when it's not moving, it's not moving. So keep your eye on these things. Of course, we'll continue to chart Bitcoin each and every day there on the daily reviews and once a week on the weekly review and forecast. But I wanted to bring up the old charts yet again this week and sort of show you the big overall picture as to where we are in cryptos, where things may or may not be going, and the fact that it's not time to pull the trigger yet on that practice trade. Remember, not a stock calling or Bitcoin calling or gold or silver calling service, commodity call. We're an education firm. I want you to practice trade with us. Learn how to do this stuff. Doesn't cost you anything except 10 to 15 minutes each and every day. Patreon members, thank you so much for your support. We always put this information out for you early. God bless. All the best from the whole team at Charting Wealth World Headquarters.